drives taking this place to the next level.
Coach, just a few more questions.
Yeah.
Kind of want to get specific if we can. Start kind of from the guys who maybe are expected to get a lot of run. A Sean Westgate, a Patrick Lammer, those guys. You think about the steps, where they go next year. We saw Akeem Ayers last year. He was battling injuries and all that kind of stuff. How do you get a Patrick Larimore to become an all-conference guy after being a sophomore starter? How do you get Sean Westgate to go from having 75, 80 tackles, whatever it was, to being a major player?
Well, again, it's an individual choice. I help shape that choice in the way I work him every day, but Patrick Larimore has it written on his heart that he wants to be the best he can be.
Yeah.
And so I'm not going to be chasing him into the weight room or into the film room. His disadvantage right now is just not getting the reps in practice. I don't concern myself with him physically, although, naturally he'll take some time in fall camp to get back in the swing of things. What I do want for him is a chance to really, through the summer, study the playbook, get to know it, watch the tape, and make sure he's 100% comfortable. So when he comes out here in the fall, he can jump back in that leadership role. The physical stuff will come along with him, and naturally, every time now, I think you start a career with long-term goals, and then you have the goals within the goals, so the year-long goals, and you reset yourself every year. So he accomplished these things last fall. Let's say what's that next step he needs to take. Let's set our sights on that vision, and then let him go chase it. Same with Sean Westgate.
Yeah.
And I can sit with them and watch film from last year and say, here are the specific points you need to get better at to take your game to the next level. Then it's a matter of me coaching them to do it, and then them buying into it and taking that approach every day, knowing exactly what they need to do.
Yeah, it's interesting that you bring the whole idea of knowing not just what they're doing, but what the play is, what everyone's doing. And I specifically remember watching in the scrimmage, Jordan Zumwalt lined up 2 feet to the right, and then Coach Tracy just goes nuts and says, "Get your ass 2 steps to the left." He moves 2 steps to the left. The very next play, blitz, gets the guy in the backfield for a 6-yard loss.
The beauty of football is it's a detail-oriented game, and that's why too for us. I mean, to me, my focus starts on what these guys are doing off the field.
Yeah.
Because if you can't do those things right, I can't really trust you out here yet. But it flows onto the field, and maybe it is taking 1 or 2 steps to the left or the right. It's a game of inches, as we always say, and we got to account for those inches. So absolutely, it's been a beautiful thing to watch guys grasp that concept and take it to work on the field.
The other guys I want to talk about real quick, and I'll get you out because this is way too long. They don't want to hear this much from you.
I know it.
Eric Kendricks and Isaiah Bowens seem to be the kind of 2 guys where everyone's like, where did these guys come from?
Yeah.
And you look at Eric Kendricks' body, and you look at Isaiah, and just he's gotten stronger and a little quicker. I mean, what do you realistically expect out of them? I'm not asking in September, but what do you expect out of them April 10th or whatever today is?
I mean, we keep it pretty simple around here. I just expect them to come out here with the approach they're going to get better every day, and let's go, all out, 100% in, and get after it. That's kind of the expectation. Now, as far as their development, those are guys that are fun for me as a coach because you kind of see it in glimpses. And Isaiah Bowens has always had the right demeanor. The thing he hasn't had is
team captain, right?
Well, exactly, and he's cut from that mold for sure. But he struggled with a total commitment here. This is a year-long process, and so it takes a focus in the off-season, the winter, to develop your body. We actually had him shed weight because he was a little heavy and he wasn't strong. It was bad weight. So in doing that, I think he's put himself athletically in a better spot. And then we moved him inside, which is more conducive to him having success also.
Yeah.
And that's helped him develop. So he's a guy that still's got a long way to go, but certainly you glimpse some greatness there in terms of potentially what he could do at this school. And so you were excited about that. With Kendricks, he's a true freshman, still redshirted, put on some great weight. I'll say this, he's as humble a kid as we have. If I could coach 11 of them, I'd take 11 to Eric. He does everything he's asked to do. It's important to him, and I'm talking on the field, off the field. Just a fantastic young person, and he has put himself in position to compete. And we saw it in the fall last year that he had a chance to be special. So it's fun to watch him actually realize that a little bit in spring. Again, he's got a ways to go before he's playing on Saturdays, but we're looking for him for some help for sure.
It's great stuff. Clark Lea, UCLA linebacker coach, always fun to talk.
Yeah, great.
Good catching.